First inductee is another individual inductee tonight, Scott Kelman, and Morgan McHenry will be assisted by Ron Seafoot.
I had the pleasure of first seeing Scott Kelman on the ball diamond when he was about 9 to 10 years old at the baseball camp I was doing, and kept seeing him over many years. While Scott had an extensive amateur and professional hockey career, it's not out of the realm of possibility he could have had just as an extensive professional baseball career. Scott played for Team Manitoba Youth Select 2 summers. He drew attention from several MLB clubs with his no-hitter at the Baseball Canada Blue Jays Cup first season. A shoulder injury in hockey curtailed his pitching career, with big bat, including winning Grand Slam in the turn the next year, garnered an invite to the Canadian National Junior Team camp. His playing accolades include Baseball Manitoba 15U Bantam Player of the Year, 18U Midget Player of the Year, Manitoba Junior Baseball League MVP, Winnipeg Senior Baseball League MVP, and 2 Winnipeg Senior League batting titles. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Kelman.
I want to really thank all my family, friends, and teammates for everyone coming here to celebrate this special evening for me. Thank you all for joining me. My family, my wife, and kids, it's extraordinary to be standing here and be recognized for some of my accomplishments. As my kids were young when I retired for the 3rd and final time. I didn't get to witness their dad play at a competitive level, or as they put it, when I was still good. I'm so proud of them, and I've had the pleasure of honor coaching both my girls, Tori and Claudia, in the many different sports they play and have fallen in love with. To my wife, Faye, I love you very much, and I want to thank you for standing by my side through the end of both my professional hockey career as well as my baseball playing days. I know watching you walk away from my 2 passions could not have been easy on you. I know I've tested your patience many times throughout our 2 decades together, and I want you to know how much I appreciate and love you. Now to baseball. As a kid growing up in Winnipeg, I had 2 loves, baseball and hockey. While I ended up pursuing a professional career in the latter, I can say with certainty that baseball was my true passion. The influence of my older brothers, Chris and Cole, really pushed me to compete at the highest level. I learned how to read so I could read their baseball cards as a kid, and they were always inclusive of their younger, pain-in-the-ass brother. Always let me practice with their teams, join them with their friends in pickup games, or just give me tips and pointers, typically with a punch or some sort of beating as a payoff. My parents, Barb and Craig, thanks so much for all the support and guidance over the years, taking me to all my games and tournaments, all over Canada, the US, and Europe. Mom, as of tonight, you're finally forgiven for skipping opening night to play bingo when I was 7. This has been a running joke in our house for 37 years now, and I'm finally putting it to bed. In the Kelman house, there's only one team. Also my first love, my apologies, Faye, the Minnesota Twins. The Twins were our life. Luckily, most of our youth was in the 80s and 90s. We got to witness the glory years and 2 championships. The first of which my dad took me and my brothers down to witness games 1 and 2. My dad bought me Ken Herbeck's biography as a 7-year-old, and I swear to God I read that book 100 times. I was always envious when he mentioned growing up being able to see the lights from the old Met Stadium from his childhood bedroom. And as I got slightly older, I realized that the house we grew up in was a 5-minute bike ride, nearly close enough to see the lights from Optimus Park, home of the St. James A's. This soon became my playground and favorite place in the world for pretty much the rest of my life. I got to watch my brothers play under those lights and soon had the privilege of playing on that field of dreams for many years. I also did maintenance work in the summers on the field, and it was a very important place for me. And there was no influence in my life as instrumental as my dad in helping me achieve my dreams. There was never a minute in my childhood when I was too busy or had more important things to do than let me pitch to him or throw BP to me. I broke windows, shattered lights, busted his knees, hit countless line drives at him, and never once did he complain. Our afternoon spent at Optimist Park with you throwing me hours of BP when my grandpa would go in the outfield, walk around with his cane collecting all the balls, are some of the best memories of my life. Sadly, we reached a point where Dad had to bench grandpa out of fear for his safety. I can still hear him rooting me on from the dugout on those amazing afternoons. Dad, you're my best friend, coach, and mentor, and thank you very much. To all my coaches and teammates of the St. James A's and Team Manitoba, my best memories as an athlete were spent amongst all of you. Baseball Manitoba, I had the honor of representing our province in numerous club national championships and westerns, as well as 2 Blue Jays Cups and 1 Canada Summer Games. You helped a baseball-obsessed kid from the prairies live his best moments, achieve individual and team glory, and just play out his obsession and passion on some amazing stages. I thank everyone who's involved in recognizing my career and bestowing this honor on me. I truly am honored to be here. This is an honor and privilege that ranks at the top of all my sporting achievements. Thank you to everyone involved.